students, welcome back to my channel Learn with Deepika. In my previous video, I have explained you exercise 8.4. Only question number 5 was remaining. So this is the second part of exercise 8.4. Let's start. In question number 5, we have to prove trigonometric identities. Let's see the first part. Cosec theta minus cot theta whole square is equals to 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta. You can see LHS is more complicated side, so we are going to take LHS first. So by taking LHS side is cosec theta minus cot theta whole square. Now we have to modify our function other than sine and cos. So you will convert this cosec theta in the form of sine theta by taking reciprocal. Cosec theta is equals to 1 upon sine theta. And cot theta is cos theta upon sine theta whole square. Here you will take LCM. So it's sine theta, and in numerator this will be 1 minus cos theta whole square. Numerator is 1 minus cos theta whole square and denominator is sine square theta. Now 1 minus cos theta whole square and sine square theta can be written as 1 minus cos square theta by using square relationship. From there you can write numerator as 1 minus cos theta multiplied by 1 minus cos theta, because this is 1 minus cos theta whole square, and here you can see 1 minus cos square theta is in the form of a square minus b square. So you can write a minus b, that is 1 minus cos theta, and a plus b 1 plus cos theta. We are using algebraic identity here, and you can cancel out this 1 minus cos theta and 1 minus cos theta. Then the final result is 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta. So we can convert our LHS side into 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta, and you can see your RHS side is also same. So our result is verified. Now similarly we will solve our second part. In second part also we are going to take LHS side first, because this one is more complicated as compared to RHS. Now they are already in the form of sine and cos. What we can do here is you can take LCM. So I'm going to write here 1 plus sine A multiplied by cos A. And as we are taking LCM, so numerator will be cos square A plus 1 plus sine A whole square. Now in numerator you can use formula of a plus b whole square. So this will be same, cos square a plus, and this is a plus b whole square. So I am going to write a square, that means 1 square, plus 2ab. 2 into first term into second term, that is 2 sine a and sine square a. Okay, and denominator, there will be no change in denominator. We have to write same 1 plus sine A multiplied by cos A. Okay, now you can see in numerator we have cos square A plus sine square A, and using trigonometric identity you can write cos square A plus sine square A is equals to 1, and 1 plus 2 sine A, and denominator 1 plus sine A multiplied by cos A. Okay, so this way we can write 2 plus 2 sine A And in denominator, this will be your 1 plus sine A cos A. Now you see your numerator, if you take 2 common, you will get 1 plus sine A and no change in denominator. This will be 1 plus sine A multiplied by cos A. Now you will cancel out this 1 plus sine A and 1 plus sine A from numerator and denominator. You will get 2 upon cos A. And reciprocal of cos A is sec A. So the final result is 2 sec A. You can see in RHS side there is 2 secant A. Hence our result is verified. Question number 5, third part. In this part also you have to solve LHS side first, and also we have to convert tan and cot in the form of sin cos. So let's start. Here you can write tan theta as sin theta upon cos theta and cot theta as cos theta upon sin theta using quotient relationship. And similarly you can convert cot theta into cos theta upon sin theta and tan theta as sin theta upon cos theta. Now we have to simplify this thing. To simplify, sin theta upon cos theta will be same, and here you will take LCM. By taking LCM, sin theta minus cos theta upon sin theta, and here also cos theta upon sin theta will remain same. Here you will take LCM. By taking LCM, we will write cos theta minus sin theta upon cos theta. Now by taking reciprocal, sin theta upon cos theta, and I am taking reciprocal here, so this will be sin theta upon sin theta minus cos theta, and here also we will take reciprocal, so this will be cos theta upon sin theta multiplied by cos theta upon cos theta minus sin theta. Let's simplify it further. By simplifying this, you will get sin square theta in numerator, and in denominator this is cos theta and sin theta minus cos theta, and here it is plus cos square theta upon sin theta cos theta minus sin theta. Now we will take LCM. Before taking LCM, we have to make them same. By taking minus sign common, you can write cos theta minus sin theta as sin theta minus cos theta, because I have taken minus sign common. Now you will take LCM. So LCM is sin theta cos theta and sin theta minus cos theta. In numerator, you will get sin cube theta minus cos cube theta. In numerator, you can use a cube minus b cube identity, where a cube minus b cube is a minus b, a square plus ab plus b square. So sin cube minus cos cube theta is sin theta minus cos theta and sin square theta plus ab, that means sin theta cos theta, plus b square, that means cos square theta. Denominator is sin theta cos theta and sin theta minus cos theta. Student, now you can cancel out this sin theta minus cos theta from numerator and denominator, and also we can write sine square theta plus cos square theta as 1. So in numerator you will get 1 plus sine theta cos theta, and in denominator we have sine theta cos theta. Okay, from there you can write 1 upon sine theta cos theta and plus sine theta cos theta upon sine theta cos theta. Again you can cancel out this, so this will be a 1 upon sine theta cos theta plus 1 upon sine theta is cosec theta and 1 upon cos theta is sec theta plus 1. So this is the final thing, and if you see your right hand side, which is also equals to 1 plus sec theta cosec theta, and here also you have 1 plus sec theta cosec theta. That means this is verified. Question number 5, fourth part is 1 plus sec a upon sec a is equals to sine square a upon 1 minus cos a. You can see both the sides are equally complex, so you can start from LHS as well, or you can solve RHS both. And if you are not able to convert this side completely into RHS or RHS into LHS, so what we can do here is we will solve both LHS and RHS. So let's start. In this side, I am going to convert secant in the form of cos. So I'll write 1 plus sec a as 1 upon cos a, and in denominator this is 1 upon cos a. We have taken LHS side here. Now I'll take LCM, so this will be your cos a plus 1 upon cos a and this 1 upon cos a. By taking reciprocal, cos a plus 1 upon cos a multiply by cos a upon 1. You can cancel out this cos a from both the sides, and the final result is cos a plus 1. Okay, now in LHS side we have cos a plus 1, which cannot be further simplified. What we can do here is you can multiply numerator and denominator by 1 minus cos a. Behind this is because in RHS side we have 1 minus cos a in denominator. Or what you can do here is you can simplify RHS side also. Like here I'll simplify this side. So by taking RHS, I'm gonna mention here by taking LHS, and now I'm taking RHS. So sine square a is equals to 1 minus cos square a, and denominator 1 minus cos a. Okay, in numerator we will use algebraic identity a square minus b square, which is equals to a minus b and a plus b. So 1 minus cos square can be written as 1 minus cos a multiplied by 1 plus cos a upon 1 minus cos a. Okay, from there you can cancel out this, and finally in RHS you will get 1 plus cos a. Now students, you can see our LHS side and RHS side both are equal. That means this trigonometric identity is proved. Question number 5, fifth part. Cos a minus sin a plus 1 upon cos a plus sin a minus 1 is equals to cosec a plus cot a. We are going to solve this LHS side first, and if you see the question in LHS is already in the form of sin and cos, so we cannot modify it further. what we can do here is we can try to convert that in this form, because ultimately you want your LHS to be in the form of cot and cosec. So by dividing this numerator and denominator by sin A, you will get cosec and cot in LHS. Let's do that. So I am dividing my numerator and denominator by sin A minus sin A upon sin A plus 1 upon sin A. And denominator also we are going to do same thing, cos A upon sin A plus sin A upon sin A minus 1 upon sin A. Okay, we know cos A upon sin A is equals to cot A, and this will be a 1, and this is cosec A upon cot A plus 1, and this is minus cosec A. Okay, now you have to convert in this form. Student, we can convert this 1 in the form of cosec square A minus cot square A using a square relationship. So here I am going to convert this 1. Cot A plus cosec A will remain same, and at the place of 1 I'll write identity cosec square A minus cot square A, because this is also equals to 1, and there will be no change in denominator. Cot A plus 1 minus cosec A. Okay, now you have to use identity A square minus B square, which is equals to A plus B multiplied by A minus B. This is cot A plus cosec A minus cosec A plus cot A and cosec A minus cot A. No change in denominator. Cot A plus 1 minus cosec A. If you are thinking that it's quite complicated, what you can do here is you can take cot A plus cosec A common from the numerator. So this will be cosec A plus cot A and bracket. You have taken this common, so you'll get 1, and from this side you will get cosec A minus cot A, and in denominator this is cot A plus 1 minus cosec A. Student, as we have minus sign before this bracket, if I open this bracket, so we have to change sign. This plus will become minus and this minus will become plus. If you see these two brackets, they are similar. See, cot A plus 1 minus cosec A, cot A plus 1 minus cosec A. So you can cancel out this, and finally you will get cosec A plus cot A in your right hand side. Sorry, in left hand side, which is equals to RHS. So this way you can prove this type of question. Sixth part is root 1 plus sin A upon 1 minus sin A is equals to sec A plus tan A. In this question we have to solve LHS side first, and in these type of question we can do rationalization. 1 plus sin A upon root 1 minus sin A, and in order to do rationalization we will multiply numerator and denominator with 1 plus sin A Now by multiplying numerator we will get root 1 plus sin A whole square. And in denominator we have 1 minus sine A multiplied by 1 plus sine A. We can cancel out this root and square, so you will get 1 plus sine A in numerator. And in denominator you can see there is an algebraic identity A minus B and A plus B, which is A square minus B square. That means this is 1 square is 1 minus sine square A. And by using square relationship, we can write 1 minus sine square A is equals to cos square A. After further simplification, 1 plus sine A, we can cancel out this root and square, so you will get cos A. And by separating this cos A, 1 upon cos A, sine A upon cos A. 1 upon cos A is equals to sec A, and sine A upon cos A is equals to tan A. Now you can see our LHS side and RHS side are equal. So we have verified this question. Now in this part, sine theta minus 2 sine cube theta upon 2 cos cube theta minus cos theta. You have to take sine theta common from the numerator and cos theta common from the denominator. By taking sine theta common, we will get 1 minus 2 sine square theta, and cos theta common from denominator, 2 cos square theta minus 1. You can see sine theta upon cos theta is tan theta. That means this completely should be 1. Now we can write 1 as sine square theta plus cos square theta. So I'm going to write here sine square theta plus cos square theta minus 2 sine square theta. And in denominator, 2 cos square theta. At the place of minus 1, we will write minus sine square theta and minus cos square theta. Minus sine square theta minus cos square theta. So let's simplify this. Tan theta. Sine square theta minus 2 sine square theta is minus sine square theta plus cos square theta. And in denominator, 2 cos square theta minus cos square theta is cos square theta minus sine square theta. Now you can see we can cancel them out because both are equal, cos square theta minus sine square theta and cos square theta minus sine square theta. So finally the result is tan theta. We have LHS and RHS equal, hence proved. Question number 5, 8th part is sin A plus cosec A whole square plus cos A plus sec A whole square is equals to 7 plus tan square A plus cot square A. In this question, you have to solve LHS first because this side is more complicated as compared to RHS. Also, there is a scope to use algebraic identity, that is A plus B whole square. So let's start LHS first. Sin A plus cosec A whole square. So we are going to use A plus B whole square formula. Sin A whole square plus 2 sin A cosec A plus cosec A whole square plus cos A whole square plus 2 cos A sec A plus sec A whole square. Now we will simplify this. You can write here sin square A plus 2 sin A. At the place of cosec A, we can write 1 upon sin A because they are reciprocal. 1 upon sin A plus cosec square A plus cos square A plus 2 cos A, And we know cos A and sec A are also reciprocal to each other. So here I can write cos A plus sec square A. Now student, we can cancel out the sin A and this cos A. Also sin square A plus cos square A is equals to 1. And from this step you will get 2. Cosec square A can be converted in the term of cot. By using square relationship, we can write cosec square A is equals to 1 plus cot square A. From here we will get 2 and secant square A is equals to 1 plus tan square A. Now you can see 1 plus 2, 3 plus 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus cot square A plus tan square A. So now this is our LHS side, and we can see our LHS and RHS are equal. That means this question is verified. Question number 5, ninth part. Cosec A minus sin A multiplied by sec A minus cos A is equals to 1 upon tan A plus cot A. In this question, firstly we will solve LHS side. So by taking LHS, and in LHS side we will convert all the trigonometric ratios in the form of sin and cos. Like cosec A will be 1 upon sin A minus sin A, and sec A is equals to 1 upon cos A minus cos A. Now by taking LCM, this will become sin A 1 minus sin square A. And here also we will take LCM. Denominator is cos A and 1 minus cos square A in numerator. Using square relationship, we can write 1 minus sin square A is equals to cos square A. Cos square A upon sin A. And this term will be 1 minus cos square A is equals to sin square A upon cos A. Now we can cancel out this cos A by this one, and sin A and sin square A got cancel out. In numerator we will get cos A and sin A, and in denominator we have 1. So by solving LHS side we will get cos A multiplied by sin A. Now we have to solve RHS side also. So by taking RHS, in this side we will convert tan and cot in the form of sin and cos. So this is your sin A upon cos A, and cot A can be written as cos A upon sin A. We need to simplify this. So I am taking LCM here. By taking LCM, sin A cos A, and this will become sin square A plus cos square A. Now I am going to take reciprocal. 1 upon sin square A plus cos square A, and this will come in numerator after taking reciprocal. So sin A cos A. We know that sin square A plus cos square A is equals to 1. So this complete term will become 1. And the final result is sin A cos A. Student, you can see our LHS side is equals to cos A sin A, and RHS side is also equals to sin A cos A. So this identity is verified. Question number 5. This is your last part. 1 plus tan square A upon 1 plus cot square A is equals to 1 minus tan A upon 1 minus cot A whole square is equals to tan square A. In this question, we will simplify these two parts and we'll try to make it as tan square A. So let's start with the first part. Using square relationship, we know 1 plus tan square A is equals to sec square A. Whereas 1 upon cot square A is equals to cosec square A. Now we will convert them in the form of sine and cos. As you know, secant square A is equals to 1 upon cos square A by using reciprocal relationship. So I'll write sec square A as 1 upon cos square A. Whereas the reciprocal of cosec is sine, so we can write it as 1 upon sine square A. Now I'll take reciprocal. By taking reciprocal, you will get 1 upon cos square A multiplied by sine square A upon 1. So this is basically sine square A upon cos square A. Sine upon cos is tan. So this results into tan square A. Okay, that means these two sides are equal. This is also tan square A and this one is tan square A. Now we will solve this part. In this part, I will convert tan and cot in the form of sine and cos. So tan is A is equals to sine A upon cos A. 1 minus cos A upon sine A. And this whole square. Now we will take LCM in numerator and in denominator both. So our numerators will be cos A minus sin A upon cos A, and here you will get sin A minus cos A upon sin A, and that's in whole square. Now we will take reciprocal. So this is cos A minus sin A upon cos A multiply by sin A upon sin A minus cos A whole square. Student, from there you can take minus sign common, and reason to take minus sign is so that we can cancel out them. So I'll take minus sign here, and by taking minus sign you have to change the sign of this bracket. So this is cos A minus sin A. Now you can cancel out them. So minus sign is already there. Sin A upon minus cos A. And when you square this, you will get sin square A upon cos square A, because square of negative number is positive. Now sin square A upon cos square A is equals to tan square A. Now you can see both the parts are equals to tan square A.